Hey guys, I can't believe I haven't made a video since Valentine's Day, and that's like 2 weeks ago, and I haven't gone that long this year yet not making a video, and I feel kind of bad about it, but I'm making one now to make up for it. But I have two really great excuses of why I haven't made a video. Number one being my roommate just hasn't been out of the room as much as usual, at least it doesn't seem like it, and because I really hate making videos in front of people. I feel like that's a legit excuse. And number two, I have been oddly busy, more busy than I thought I would be. I've kind of gotten drawn into things that I wasn't initially planning on doing. So I've gotten pretty busy the last couple weeks. So I have good excuses, but I'm going to make a video now. So I guess I'll just kind of start where I left off last time, saying that my open house is going to be that Wednesday night for my Jenna's junk jewelry stuff. And it went really well, a lot better than I had expected. So that was kind of nice to be surprised by how much money I made, not only, but like the response I got back from people of how much they liked my stuff. And even since then, like saying that they still really like the stuff and they've gotten a lot of compliments on it. So that's always good to have the word of mouth going around and having people really like my stuff. So that's it. And since spring break is coming up soon, I'm going to have an open house in my hometown. So if you go or if you live or go to school in my hometown, you should probably stop by my open house there so I can have as much success, or just come and check out my stuff and there'll be refreshments and enjoy it. It'll be 3 to 7 p.m. on this coming Sunday. So make sure you mark that on your calendars and show up because I would really appreciate it. And there'll be some really cool stuff that you guys can check out. Since my last open house, I had ordered some really cool stuff in the mail and it wasn't here in time, and I've gotten it now. Like these super cool Jenna's junk jewelry business cards that I'm super excited about having. It makes me feel all like legit and stuff. And they actually messed up my order, like they doubled it and charged me, and it was a big fiasco kind of. But I got credit for the company. So I went through and bought some other stuff with my credit, like this Jenna's junk jewelry pen that's polka dotted and really cute. And this is actually a very large car magnet that you like put on your car. But I don't have a car, and I don't really want to be like, "Hey mom, you should put this on your car," even though it's not your business. So I think I'm just going to like use it as a sign at my open houses and stuff and call it good. And some things that have nothing to do with my jewelry, like this stamp thing that you like, it's my return address stamp, and I've kind of always wanted one, so I'm really excited about having it in a really annoying way. But I think I just broke it a little bit, actually. But I'll fix it because I want it to still work. And I also got this calendar with my friends' like photos I got to pick out to put in it, and I'm super excited about this. This is free. All I had to pay for was the shipping. So I got this really cool calendar that I can hang up on my wall with pictures of my friends and family. And here's December. It has a gingerbread house and Casey on it. Okay, now that I'm calmed down from all of the exciting merchandise that I got in the mail today, I'm just gonna take this opportunity for a little shameless plug and show you guys like my jewelry. I have it set up because there's some people who couldn't come to my open house and wanted to like check my stuff out, but I have it set up this week leading up to spring break in my room, just as like whenever people want to come in and check it out. So hopefully I'll have some more people come in. There's a girl who came in today and bought some stuff, so that was kind of nice too. Okay, anyways, enough about my jewelry. Everything else that's been going on has been crazy awesome also. I got kind of pulled into another senior recital for one of my friends. So I worked that. I was soundboard up and like house manager, like kind of ASM sort of stuff. And I had that. That's already over and done in the last 2 weeks that I haven't vlogged. I'm still working on one of my good friends' shows, The Shape of Things, that I'm stage manager for. And tonight will be our 12th rehearsal. So we're moving along on those, and lines are due shortly after spring break, so we'll be able to really start rolling on that. Speaking of spring break, I have to come back early for my spring break, which I'm not happy about. But I have to come back early for our musical rehearsals company. I have to come back Wednesday night to have our like tech rehearsals Thursday and Friday and the week then. But that's okay. It should be pretty fun. I'm light board out for it, which I've never done, so that's exciting for me, getting to do something new. Even though I'd rather be laying on the couch at home, I suppose I can come back and do some work. In case you haven't noticed, I am so ready for spring break. I don't think I've wanted to go home this badly since I've come to college, which is really strange because I live like an hour and 15 minutes away from my house. Like, I'm not that far, but I'm honestly a little bit homesick. I think mostly just because I want to get away from all of this busyness and just like lay around and do nothing for a few days. But I also like miss my family and my mom's cooking. Like, I really want to go home and have some really good food. It's actually kind of funny here because I don't eat much meat here because the meat in the calf's a little sketchy and just like not good. So I basically turn into a vegetarian until I go home, and then I eat like piles of meat and like it's disgusting. But I'm ready to go home and get some nutritious proteins in me. I think part of the reason why I'm so excited for spring break is because it's like a sign of spring break. And I have been so hopeful for spring. Like today, I didn't wear my coat. It was still like 30 degrees out, but it felt so warm. But I'm packing up so like my winter coat and my winter pajamas to bring home. And like I have the window open right now. Like I'm being completely ridiculous with these like hopes of it being the spring. Like I realize it's not because it's only March 1st and I live in Iowa, but I'm so hopeful. And spring break is like that glimpse of summer. This past weekend was one of the busiest weekends I've had all semester. Like, even She Would If She Could opening night, like, that weekend wasn't even close to how busy this weekend was. The Jazz Summit, it's like a jazz festival at my college, was this weekend. And the, like, fake sorority that I'm in, it's just not recognized on our campus, had a bake sale for Iowa Arts Council. So, I worked that and we did really well. Like we raised a lot of money, but it was definitely like took some time commitment on our part. It was also V-Day weekend or like V-Day week, and V-Day is to stop violence against women. And we did the vagina monologues, and I ran tech for that for a couple of the shows. So I had that going on, but they went really well, and we had a good turnout at both of the shows that I worked. So that was pretty exciting. This weekend was light hang and focus for company, and I didn't get to work as much of it as I had hoped to because of everything else going on. But like any of my free time this weekend was kind of devoted to going in and hanging lights and like prepping colors and stuff. So it wasn't too bad, but it definitely like was something else going on this weekend. And also like the regular rehearsals for The Shape of Things were happening. So I had all of that to kind of balance, and they all ended up like overlapping a little bit, and I didn't get to do as much of everything as I wanted to. But it was okay. It was just a busy weekend. But Saturday night, I went to the producers at Theater Cedar Rapids, which just opened since the floods. And this was their first production in their new space. Well, not their new space, like their renovated old space. And it was an awesome show. Like, I cracked up the whole time. Like, I've seen the producers, and I even, like, know the storyline, but it was so well done. I'd never seen it live, and I really enjoyed it. So, if you're watching this video and you live in the Cedar Rapids area, go and see the producers. It's worth your money, and you get to see this beautiful new renovated space that's just inspirational that it's there and still working after the floods, that they got it put together and it's so beautiful now. So that has been my last 2 weeks that have obviously been really busy and pretty exciting. But I have this week to push through before spring break with all my midterms, and I have a test tomorrow night that I am a little worried about that I need to get back to studying for. But I have one more exciting piece of news that I want to share. After lots of inevitable drama that goes along with any rooming situation at college, apparently, I have decided that I am rooming with Anna Heglin next year in Murray, and I'm very excited. So I wanted to share that, and I'm going to tag her in this, and I hope it warms her heart and gives her fuzzies in her tummies because I'm excited and I'm glad it all worked out. So that's all I have for this week, 2 weeks. And I promise I will make at least one video over spring break so I can keep caught up and kind of make up for slacking the last 2 weeks. But have a good week!